They are in their mating season, so they're going to use those antlers that they have to basically fight with other bucks. Usually a fight doesn't have to occur unless the bucks have relatively the same size antlers, and they're going to have the double humps, whereas these guys only have that single hump. And it is actually a myth that that hump has water in it. What it actually has is fat storage, because these guys need that fat storage in order to be able to go long periods of time without food or water. So even though it doesn't have water in there, it is very good at keeping these guys healthy throughout times when food is scarce. And if a camel takes your cup, let him take your cup. So that's kind of why I have the other cup too. If you do not want the camel to take your cup, I recommend trying to put it on the ground. The camels are very good at grabbing onto those cups because they all have pre-head. Haha, see what I did there? Moving. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. So these guys are going to be a domestic species of cattle found usually in Africa. That's where these guys were first domesticated and first kind of cultivated for agricultural purposes. They've been used for their meat as well as their milk, as well as their ability to pull heavy loads. So they have been used for labor purposes in agriculture for thousands of years as well. And those large horns do serve a very important purpose. They help keep them very cool in the hot African sun. So those horns are basically going to circulate the blood so that it gives it more surface area and basically cools it down before it circulates throughout the rest of their body. And that helps to keep their core temperature from rising too high and causing them to basically get fevers. And 2 years old at this point. We have also had some babies born this year that are not even a year old yet. So some of the ones that have really stubby little horns on them, those are going to be our yearlings or under a year old. So they do grow very, very quickly in order to be able to put on enough weight to basically withstand the cold weather once we get into like be about 6 feet long on each side before they stop growing. So an extremely ridiculous kind of size for these horns to be able to get, but they won't really get too much bigger than that. Big Red's got pretty much the biggest ones that we've ever seen out here. So. And so the difference between horns and antlers is that antlers fall off and horns are actually built in. They are part of the skull, they are part of the animal, whereas the antlers are going to be something that they basically grow and then they'll shed them off at the end of the season. So that's why a lot of times if you go walking around in the woods, so only one of these is actually hers, but she actually does a very good job of making sure that all the young ones kind of stay in line and learn how to do everything that they're supposed to do out here. Where to go for the best snack. He still will grab it.
Good job, buddy. Good job. All right. Yes!
So you might be able to tell some of the differences between the llamas and alpacas that we have out here. Our llamas are going to be significantly larger than our alpacas. As you can see, we have some coming over that are literally caked in mud. They do spend a lot of time in the water and muddy and marshy areas because it is a safer space for them to be away from predators. It is also a nice way to keep yourself nice and cool on hot days. And rolling around in mud is a natural sunscreen, so it helps to keep their fur, or helps to keep their skin from getting burns during hot. We do get the vet to check him every single month too, to make sure that he's doing well. So I see everybody looking at him. The vet is aware and they are taking good care of him as well. So this is a black buck. They are a small species of antelope, as much hay as they can get in their mouth at a period of time. So scimitar horned oryx oryx and wildebeest are both species of antelope, and these are two species of antelope that don't have any sexual dimorphism, so there's no differences between the males and the females for these guys. The only ways to tell them apart are going to be literally looking at the genitals. So, scimitar horned oryx are a really interesting species of ever met. Kind of have to use the momentum of throwing things into the back of their neck in order to actually get the food to go down into their stomach. So that's kind of why they are so like aggressive acting when it comes to eating all the food. Yeah. They're like, why would I eat that? That's just. You might hear she's making some little kind of drums in the back of her throat. The emus will make some vocalizations, but usually full-on drumming is safe. You can see our babies like to form their little group over there. So even though they were only born this summer, they're already pretty large because they do have to be big enough to be able to retain their body heat during the cold winter months as well. We also have some mixes in our herd. So they don't always have too much grass in here by the end of the season. But Bert and Ernie are about 5 years old, and they are twin rhinos.